We're going with picks 15 through 11, where the picks are going to get a whole lot more spicy and probably not much better than the old ones.
It's true.
Honestly, I'm not even sure these games are going to be better than the games we already picked. But we're
Honestly,
going
they
with
may
them.
be worse.
Here we go.
I mean, Bloodborne and Destiny 1 made it into the previous list. Good luck beating this list, dummy.
Yeah, I'm not sure that this is going uphill. List going uphill. That one. You
Well,
guys, I said it without
Both ways
stuttering.
in the snow.
The good news, Eric, is that you're the first one to put a game on this list.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't
You're
let us
right.
down.
Oh, damn it.
He set it up, and now he's about to let us all down.
There-
Save defeat.
So there's one that I think realistically should be higher, but I don't think I would be allowed higher.
You're welcome to try it.
You're not the problem, Ben. You
Oh,
would allow
well,
it.
Great. Then I'm just happy to see what happens.
Send it.
I'm gonna go with Kingdom Hearts 2.
God damn it, I only
Ooh.
have one veto left.
I think this is about right for KH2.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Being here.
Fucking
I'm
Destiny.
on board.
Fucking
Yeah.
My
Disney
gut
lovers
reaction.
over here.
My gut reaction is that I wanted it higher because I love gameplay so much.
I mean, I'm with you. Like, I
Yeah.
think the gameplay on that game is amazing. It's made Final Fantasy what it is today. Like, you can draw a direct line to everything post Final Fantasy 13 and how those games play to Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yep.
The reason I think it'd be higher is just because the story is it's batshit. And like, I understand it. Like, I know what the fuck's going on, and I'm like, this is
It went very off the rails because they felt like all of their Game Boy games had to be canon before they established a strict storyline.
Did 358 over 2 not clear it up for you? Did drained
So-
up or drop distance not?
It doesn't really matter if it technically cleared it up. It made it worse.
No, it was the joke. I'm not good at making jokes.
Kingdom Hearts
So-
2, I've never played any of the Kingdom Hearts. Look, we all have our misses in our
Oh
life.
God.
It's a little bit too much.
Some
on
of
the
us more than others.
It's a little bit too
Mr.
much on
Anime.
the weeaboo side, which is why
It's-
I haven't played it.
Not even.
It's
Weeby
literally
at
a
all,
part
but
of
okay.
Final Fantasy. How are we gonna say it's not weeaboo style?
There are Final
Wait,
Fantasy
wait.
characters in it, and they don't play almost any effect in the main storyline.
Cool.
The Final Fantasy part of it was the weebus part for you,
Yeah.
not the Disney characters running around in this weird, edgy, like semi-apocalyptic world. Like
You're not selling me on it. I'm gonna be honest.
It's
with you.
I judge weebiness by number of zippers, and
there was a
Well,
lot.
then we're fucked because there were a lot of zippers.
I've never seen so many.
There was more zippers than there was cloth on
Hey,
this.
hey, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. 5 years ago, if you had asked me, Axel, do you like musicals? I'd be like, no, I fucking don't. And now that's like one of the things I listen to the most. People's opinions changes. I just need to find my entry into that world. And I just haven't found that entry.
I would argue that hero shooters today only exist in the capacity that they do because of the gameplay mechanics that things like Kingdom Hearts introduced. Like the drive mechanic is fundamentally just an ultimate that you charge up in combat, which is what every hero shooter and everything nowadays relies on.
All right, pick number 14, Benjamin.
I'm so bad at being ready for these. Actually, no, I'm not. I know what I'm putting here. Because I'm not going to get it any higher with Elder Scrolls Oblivion's going here at 14. I don't think you guys are going to let me have it any higher.
I think of any of those, Skyrim should have made the list over Oblivion, but I'm fine
That's a take.
with it.
the people who play Elder Scrolls games really like the ones before Skyrim, from what I've seen. I think they're supposed to be really good.
Yeah, so like the reason that like people like, and a lot of people say Mario is a better game. And a lot of people will say that, was it not Redfall? Daggerfall before it was better than Morrowind and whatnot. It's the typical thing, but like the reason why is that like the depth and complexity and like attention to detail and like love and like even technical innovation of the games at the times that they were released was truly industry changing. Modern RPGs literally only exist because of Bethesda and the formula that Bethesda created. I think Oblivion is the perfect balance of modern game that is playable even today and also still has a high level of attention to detail, a lot of like love and like emergent gameplay that comes out of things. Like all of the stuff where they're like, look at like go read the lore blobs or whatever, or you like secrets, those exist in Oblivion. They put the time to do that, and it was very frequent that those things existed. Nowadays, you may get one or two in a game, but for the most part, you just skip them because it's pointless. But like that was the way that you did things back then. And a lot of games nowadays try to do those things. They're just trying to be Oblivion. And I think Morrowind is great, but Morrowind also just is not a very playable game anymore. It's so dated from a gameplay perspective that if you go and try and play it now, you're gonna feel more friction than fun, even though there's a really great core there of like interesting stuff. So like Skyrim is still good, but it's like that tipping point, right, where it has thrown enough stuff out the window, has gotten boiled down enough to be simple. It's fun, but it doesn't have that same love and like attention to detail that Oblivion has to me. And now that I've sucked all the air out of the room with a monologue,
that all of the things that you had mentioned, Skyrim probably does better. Realistically, I think that the problem with Skyrim is it's been made too many times. I think if you took both of them from their original states and both did the remasters today, I think Skyrim would realistically sit in your spot better.
No,
I don't think so. To me, I felt alone in Skyrim. In Oblivion, I felt like I could just stumble across things and just experience the game like an aimless idiot without a goal, right? And just still have fun. Skyrim is very much go to the city, find the waypoint, do the quest, and like you'll find some good stuff along the way, don't get me wrong, but there's so much just open, empty nothingness that like it feels like a barren northern area, which is I get what they were going for, but like for example, one of the main plot points of the game is a civil war is going on. Where? Point to it. Tell me where the civil war is. I don't see it, other than one guy in a town that says, I'm at war with the other people. Do this quest with me. Like,
well, there is a quest for it, but it is a singular quest.
Yeah. It's you literally get introduced, like the first tutorial portion is like, that's Ulfric Stormcloak, leader of the rebellion. Like the first like 10 lines of that game set up the Civil War that is then ignored entirely for 90% of the game.
I don't want to diminish Skyrim either. I think Skyrim is great.
Right.
But like things to do in open world-esque, I think Oblivion is a better game. It just, a lot of people didn't play it because they weren't old enough or didn't have it or didn't have a way to play it when it came out.
I also think that Oblivion probably has one of the worst tutorials ever. I bounced off that tutorial multiple times as a kid, and it took me being so incredibly bored and out of games to give it a try and to force myself through it. And when I got through it finally and experienced the actual game, it was life-changing.
Talking about bad tutorials, it's time for whoever to pick number 13. I guess that game probably has a tutorial too.
It does. It's a really good one.
Great leeway, Axel.
Look, man,
You're dwarf in that tutorial, and then you may have to start over because your dwarf died.
you are kidding me. You are not doing this, right?
It's Dwarf Fortress.
You, God damn it! You've got
I'm
me.
using my
veto.
veto. We're not even having the discussion.
Okay.
Get that shit out of here.
All right. Just because it's one of the best and most beautiful games ever made, everything I look up, it says this is a game. It's in the video game section. It's fine.
I
This is
would say for a one-person project, it's a great game. But as a game, it's not a great game.
First of all, 2 people with a lot of fan support, and recently they've had a whole team of up to like 8 people.
And maybe in a few tens of years, decades, it'll be a game. It'll be a great game.
It's one of the most amazing games ever made right now.
So please,
Who's going to
I'd be
Karsten vetoed it.
And what's the game?
Yeah, Mario Kart Double Dash.
Mario Kart Double Dash.
Absolutely. I will give you
Love
that
the Mario
one.
Karts.
It
While
was
this is
definitely
not-
the best of the Mario Karts.
I don't think it's the best one, but like, yeah, I rock with it.
Having played Mario Kart World, like that one might honestly, like that's a great game. Plays really well, but Double Dash just, I really wish they'd kept the two riders gimmick going for longer. That worked really well, made co-op really fun, had a really interesting set of techniques and stuff you could use while driving. Like, just a nice sweet spot that a lot of the GameCube games had.
And the steering and everything felt better than a lot of the other Mario Karts. Like, I've played almost all the Mario Karts, and Double Dash is leaps and bounds ahead for me than any other Mario Kart.
To Luke's point, I will give credit to Mario Kart World. I just played it recently. It felt really, really good.
Is that the one on Switch 2? Is that the newest one?
That's the one.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yep.
I have a Switch too. I should play it at one point.
Yeah, no, World is honestly the first one since Double Dash that I've played that I was like, no, this feels right to control. Like, the ones in between, bounced right off them.
Is that
I don't know. Deluxe felt really good to drive in.
Is that our
like
first
Deluxe.
Nintendo game?
Which one?
No, I have Pokemon Crystal on there. Although it's Pokemon Company, so Nintendo adjacent.
Like it's Nintendo. Pokemon's only exists on Nintendo. It's a Nintendo IP.
All right. Yeah, I like that pick. That pick is interesting.
All right.
Pick 12.
Yeah.
Are you going to, just so I know, are you going to be trying to put fucking
Dwarf Fortress at
Dwarf
every
Fortress
pick.
at every pick?
I mean, I can't put it at number 1, so no.
Well, it's because you don't have number 1 overall.
Yeah, if I have a pick, Dwarf Fortress is coming down the pipe.
We should have just put it at 25. We should have just put it at 25 and been done
Nope,
with it.
doesn't belong on the list.
No, we've got enough vetoes. It's not
Oh.
negative.
Can we make it the top 26 list and give him 26?
But yes, we can give him the Nerf medal.
If we give you 26, are you okay with that?
No.
Okay.
You can get one honorable mention.
Karsten, it is pick number 12.
I'm between putting New Vegas here, but I think New Vegas deserves to go in the top 10. I'm going to put Psychonauts here.
God damn it, I was so excited for Vegas. You said you're going to put it in the top 10?
You should put Vegas here.
I've not
Because I don't think it belongs in the top 10.
I think for what that represents for the current formula of Fallout, unfortunately, I can't put Fallout 2 here because it came out too early. For what currently exists for like the Fallout games, I think New Vegas deserves to be in the top 10. I think Fallout is a seminal franchise in the games industry right now.
So you're putting Psychonauts at 12.
Yes, but I do think Psychonauts needs to go at 12. It's a fantastic game. It's a wonderful representation of different mental illnesses and how people cope with them. I think it's Tim Schafer's best work, and to this day, I think it has impact on how games are made. And this is my shout out to Double Fine here. I think Psychonauts is fantastic.
Any vetoes for Psychonauts?
Thinking.
This feels like a game.
You know what? I'm gonna veto it. I think we can have a better list. And Psychonauts.
I think y'all are grossly
I think
underestimating.
Psychonauts belonged lower on the list than this. I would have been fine with it on the list, but I don't think it makes.
I'm
this
vetoing
high.
it for 12.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm gonna put Street Fighter 4 here.
2 fighting
fine
games
with.
on one list.
You know, there might even be 3, so don't hold your breath.
Street Fighter, which Street Fighter?
Smash Bros.
Street Fighter 4. Like, the fact we got Street Fighter 4 first off is insane because we were on Third Strike since like 99 and everybody was kind of like, all right, that's it for Street Fighter. We played Third Strike forever. And Capcom finally came around and was like, yeah, we think there's something here. And we're talking about revitalizing the fighting game scene after arcades died. The reason fighting games are going as strong as they are, the reason, like, you know, they're selling out the Vegas Convention Center every summer with EVO, and EVO is now a worldwide tour of its own. The reason Capcom Cup, you know, has a $2 million prize pool and we all watch in December is because Street Fighter 4 came back and brought everybody back to the scene. I will also say this. The first thing a lot of us learn in fighting games is like, yeah, you're going to suck. You're just going to take your lumps. Like, it, in a weird way, it's almost like being a fighter. Like, the first thing you learn in boxing is you get your ass beat for a while. But eventually you're going to be good at it. And it's just, that's also why fighting games are so relatable. Is because everybody, like, who's played a sport or done something understands, like, your first steps fucking suck.
It's like Rocket League. The only way to get good is to get good.
Yeah,
So, like, fighting games in general inspired some of the most important things in games nowadays, like button mashing and combos and things like that. There's literally entire programming patterns for, you know, to understand how to write those things efficiently because of how important they are and how the muscle memories of that people have developed because of things like that, like accounting for those in the like programming so that the game feels responsive. Like, the fact that we have to do that just speaks volumes to the fact that, like, people have just had their like behaviors and minds completely changed by the culture created by those kinds of games.
the idea of the word combo in video games stems from the fact that Street Fighter 2 had a bug in it allowing you to chain moves together.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that.
Fighting games are so seminal, and like if we're talking the past since 2000, you can't leave Street Fighter 4 off that list.
All right, well, it is time to leave Street Fighter and go to a different game at pick 11. Ben, I have a question for you before I make my pick.
I may have an answer.
Are you planning on putting The Last of Us in the top 10?
I see. I'm on the fence, but I don't think I cannot.
Okay, because I need to know now, because I won't waste the top 10 pick, but I would waste the top 11 if you weren't going to put it.
I suggest you take it if you want it on the list.
I wouldn't steer away from it because it belongs on this list, but I'm how high is definitely a question. I think it should be very much considered. No, I think that's the territory we're in.
Good conscience put it at 6. I mean, I could, but I think we're getting into veto territory at 6 with the other 3 players.
I think so too.
But I think at 11 to 8, there's a chance that it doesn't get vetoed.
I think this is the spot for it.
I think if you want it to definitely make the list, this is where you want to put it.
Look, The Last of Us is one of the best story narrative games I've ever played.
I think for the people that love that genre of game, it's probably extremely good. I think it, compared to other games to be considered in the top 10, I don't realistically think it gets there.
I'm doing it. I'm done thinking about it. I am putting Last of Us at 11.
I mean,
I think it should be in the top 10, but I think 11
that's a solid bar for the next 10 picks.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think we
agree.
can do that.
I think it deserves to be on the list. I don't think it necessarily should make the top 10. I'm not saying there's a world where it doesn't. I'm just saying I don't think it deserves to be in the top 10.
I think it needs to be in the top 10. I do.
Interesting. So if somebody wants me to change that game, I need a veto right here or not.
The vetoes are too valuable for the top 10. Like it can live here. I'm not happy about it. I think it's a top 10 game.
That's how I felt about it. I just never thought that y'all would agree to that.
No, I think it's Neil's best work. It's either that or Uncharted 2.
Uncharted 2 would be the other one that I would put on the list.
Yeah.
Last of Us 2 is too fucking long. If Last of Us 2 ends on a fucking tractor, I put that game at a 10 out of 10 and I don't feel bad about it.
So the problem that I have with Last of Us 2 is that it is not structured well because, and this is going to be spoilers, so if you don't want spoilers, skip ahead however long you normally feel it out. One of the main characters that you play, Abby's whole buy-in to the game in general is that she finds her father murdered in the hospital, right? That is during the events, that is the end of Last of Us 1 when that happened, right? We pick up, we spend the entire first game building up a connection to Ellie and getting an attachment to her. The correct way, in my opinion, to do Last of Us 2 is to ignore Ellie for the first half of the game. Start with Abby.
Yes.
Start with the moment that she finds her dad. You build the connection to Abby up front. You justify her reason to want Joel dead. You follow her there. You transition to Ellie as Abby arrives there. That's when you do the transition, because then you lose control over Abby. She does the unspeakable things, but you feel justified for her. You transition naturally as she arrives. It all makes sense, so and then you stay as Ellie until you get back. Correct. And then you stay as her until you get
better. That's way better.
You just sold me on having Abby playable in the game.
Yo, that is way better. Yeah. That is way better. Holy shit, that is way better.
Yeah.
Because you sell the game as a game that follows the same world, but it's a different story until you realize that it's her father that was killed. Yeah, no, dude, I'm sold. We need to see this as a fucking mod. Holy shit, that's so good. But we just got lost in the weeds on Last of Us 2.
No.
Last of Us 11, is it getting vetoed or is it not?
I think it lives here.
Going through.
Yeah, fine by me.
Vetoes are too precious now.
Yep, they're gonna get real important real quick.
All right.
We have to fight the tyranny that is Dwarf Fortress.
Well, that was 25 to 11.
Thanks.
that was the last 5 groups of picks that have been done. Now we get into the real nitty-gritty shit in the next episode. Please, we need your likes and comments to make sure that we are on the right path, because if not, we will allow Dwarf Fortress in the top 10.
We're not allowing Dwarf Fortress. So if you could comment and be active and let us know what you think, that'd be great.
Let them know they're wrong.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. And yeah, we're certified bad takes.
Bye.